fans were on the plane because I looked like an idiot. I was literally wrapped up, like full body wrapped up in like all the, and I kept asking for blankets, because the blankets are actual tissue paper. So the kids gave me the blanket, and then they brought in a blanket, and then I asked for 4 blankets, and everyone was like, this bitch needs to calm down.
I would have thought that Marvel would fly you everywhere on a special private jet.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Colson dropped me off on the plane with Lola. Lola hasn't really made an appearance recently.
Do you ever get wrapped up in that role then? I was just going through everything and Googling lots of pictures of you in the costume from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
What is it like wearing that costume?
It's really, you think like, oh, because in the summer, we start shooting in a couple of weeks, and so it's summertime when we start shooting, so it's really hot. It's really, really, really hot when I'm doing stunts, and it's outside, and it's not breathe at all, so I was like, oh good, so in the winter I'll used to be like, it'll keep me warm. When I'm out, no, it doesn't keep me warm. It doesn't keep me cool or warm, so it's the worst thing to have, and all superheroes have it. Why? It makes no sense.
You're like Captain Canada that way.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you. But it's cool. It's really cool to walk around and have it on.
So walking around having it on, like your lunch at home.
Oh, I actually never worn it at home, but I do wear it all the time. So, when we shoot, our days are like 12, 14 hours long. So, I mean, it's actually, when I get hot, I get swollen. My body expands. I think that's one more. Maybe not. Learning a lot about me. But the gauntlets squeeze my arms so much, so when I take it off, there's marks all over my body. Yeah.
That's kind of a health concern that maybe we should talk to someone.
Yeah. Marvel. I'm just kidding. No, that's fine. I mean, it's part of the job. The heels are actually, the hard. All the women wear heels. Yes. And we can still fight with heels.
Now, when you went out for the role of Sky, how long was the process from audition, from hearing about this to actually getting the role?
Yeah, it was 2 months. Hello. Hi. I originally went out for Simmons, and I was actually on a show in America called Nashville, and I was, okay, cool, what Nashville fan, yeah. I was on that show, and I got this audition, and I was so excited for it, and I went down to the valet. I had no one there to help me on lines, so I went down to the valet, and I was like, do any of you guys know about this, and can you help me? And so I read lines with the valet guy, and then auditioned for Simmons, and they were like, that's not gonna work. She's not the greatest at being a biochem engineer, so let's make her the homeless girl in the van, that works. So then a month later, then I forgot about it, and then a month later I got another audition for Sky, and then it took me 5 weeks from there, 7 auditions to get the part. Yeah, it's forever, it's the part.
And knowing you may be asked this quite a bit, did you have any concept of Marvel or S.H.I.E.L.D. or what it was?
Of course, Marvel, yeah. S.H.I.E.L.D. not so much, but I've always been a huge fan of X-Men, and I love X-Men, and so thinking that I was like, oh, this is like that, but just different. So, and I always wanted to be a superhero. But I have 6 brothers, so growing up I didn't want to be a princess. I wanted to kick ass, and I've always wanted to be a superhero. So it was really, really fun to kind of. I love the parts in movies whenever the team comes together and everyone uses their different powers. I love shit like that. So when I to get to be a part of that, and one of the episodes we shot in season 3, which was the Inhumans, episode where we're all using our powers. It's so fun to shoot. Yeah.
So I dream about the day that the X-Men could come back to Marvel and you guys could be all together.
I know. I want it to happen. I don't know my willpower. I really want that to happen. That would be so cool. I want to see how Daisy does against Jean Grey.
Quake versus Phoenix.
Yeah, because Daisy's more powerful than people believe it. I mean, you see at the end of the finale, if any of you haven't seen it, which by the way, a lot of you went back today were like, I haven't seen it, I only seen 1 episode. I'm like, why are it'll be fun.
And you were saying she's going to become more ruthless?
I think, yeah, I mean, I think that happens when you lose all the people that you've lost, when you've been through everything, and I think she's a hardened version of herself. And I'm sure she'll come back to this guy, that Daisy, that we know and love. But I think you see, in the finale when she's talking to Robin, the little girl, and she's kind of like a more cold version of herself. I think she's trying not to get close to people because every time that's happened, it hasn't been the best. So we'll see what happens.
So I was reading that you had a singing career before. But it wasn't in North America. Where did you go for that?
It was in China, super close. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It was fun. It was super weird. It was like my high school job. Everyone has one of those. It just happens to be a pop star in China.
I was a welder.
You were a welder?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So
how does one go from growing up and saying, I'm going to be a pop star in China? How does that even progress?
I was just taking voice. I've always done theater and I've always been creative. So I was taking voice lessons for fun. I did improv for a while. And so I just took voice lessons, and then somehow this manager found me and he was like, I want you to make you a pop star in China. I was 15. I was like, that sounds better than geometry. So
Do you speak Mandarin?
I do poorly. I used to be fluent. I've lost a lot of it. Ming and I tried to speak it, and we're like, no, that doesn't work. I've lost a lot of it. There's a baby speaking Mandarin. It sounds like
So do you still sing? Do you still play around with that?
in the showers. Around Christmas time, me and Henry, who plays Mac, we shot a lot of scenes together around Christmas, and we were always singing together. He was like, no, I don't sing. And then he would start singing. It's really good. He's got like this sexy, deep voice, and so he sings really well, actually.
Okay, good to know. Picturing you in the shower now.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind singing with him in the show.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Would you be able to take some questions from the
Of
audience?
course, I can't see anybody, but...
All right, I can't really see out there too. We have a lineup out here at the
Can we turn a little bit of lights? Oh, or them down. Ooh, that works. Okay. It's adjusting. That's a different version of what I was thinking, but that's okay. Okay, I can't see you, but
stage.
ask away.
Hi, Chloe. I actually met you earlier.
I wish I could see you.
It's Haley.
You're that way? Or this way?
I'm over here.
Oh my God. This is when I need like...
This is like Daredevil.
Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Hi.
Hi. So I was wondering what it was like for you being cast as Sky and being like, oh, this is a cool role. I get to be a hacker, to all of a sudden becoming Daisy and having to transition from the whole Sterling event to, oh crap, I'm a superhero now.
You know what? It felt really organic because I kind of felt like I had gotten thrown into this world, and not only like the Marvel world, but also the world of being a TV actress. And so I felt very. Sky was kind of a kindred spirit. She was kind of a free spirit. She kind of did her own thing and didn't really play by the rules. And then she quickly got swept up into S.H.I.E.L.D. and kind of matured and kind of learned to take herself more seriously and take other things more seriously, which I think I, as Chloe, kind of grew alongside her as well. So it felt weirdly organic to turn into a superhero, but it was really fun. I've gotten to basically play like 3 different, every season she's so different, and they keep cutting my hair shorter and shorter, so I'll have, they're gonna like start cutting my skin at some point, like season 7, it'll just be a skull. So it's been really fun to get to play, have that metamorphosis of the character. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How far in advance did you know that was going to happen? Did they give you much notice?
Honestly, like 2 days before we shot.
Oh, good.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
So,
but I had like an inkling that I was like gonna turn. By season 2, it was pretty evident she was turning into something, but who I was turning into was always the question, and I was like, am I She-Hulk? Every day I was in the new thing, they're like, shut up. Just stop talking, you'll find out soon enough. And then I actually was on like a fan blog, looking up stuff and looking up like what you guys, your theories were, and someone said, I think she's Daisy Johnson. And when I saw that, I kind of knew immediately. So when they came in, so I get a knock on my door, on my trailer, and all of my bosses were there. I was like, oh, great, I'm fired. And then they come into my messy ass trailer. I'm like, I'm so sorry, we're just clean up here. Like, I was like, you know, and then they're like, do you want to take a guess at who you're going to turn into? And I said, Daisy Johnson. They're like, yes! And that was what happened.
Is there a question over here?
Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Can you talk about your experience in challenging Team Cutter on Dub Smash and going from that to anything to
So what? Say it again?
going from the first video to the charity to watching Clark Wright twerk on national television?
Right, that really escalated quickly. Was that Anchorman? That escalated quickly. See that movie? No. Rick Hillary that. Yeah, exactly. I love that. Are you just saying things that you love? We were, Haley, you know, for Comic-Con in San Diego, we have to go there, which is really fun, but we go and we do a lot of press. So we're basically all in a bus, and we're chauffeured around for like 12 hours during the day. And we got really bored, and we just started doing these dub smashes, and then it turned into like absolute craziness. And then we started production, and we like declared this dub smash war, and then we're literally running